येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। येन धौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्च ज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। अज्ञानान्धस्य लोकस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्. Okay, in the yesterday class, we discussed about this sutra, Pluta Pragruhya Achinityam, 61125. By this sutra, whenever a Pluta, if a Pluta or a Pragruhya letter is followed by any Ach letter, there will be Prakruti Bhava. There will not be any Swarasandhi. So, consider this Pluta plus Ach case. We studied whenever a Pluta letter is followed by an H letter, there will be Prakruti Bhava. We shall know. We have already defined this term Pluta by the sutra. Ukalo Ach Ukalo Jirasvadirga Plutaha. We studied this sutra. So by this sutra, those letters which are pronounced with the time as required by this u are called as Rasva Dirgha Pluta respectively. So u Kalaha Ach Plutaha. So it requires 3 matra time for its pronunciation. Actually, there are no Pluta swaras in any words in the language. There are some sutras by which that Pluta swara will be dictated. Otherwise, originally no words have Pluta in them. So this is the Adhikara Sutra. Vakyasya te Pluta Udattaha 8282. By which the Pluta Sangna, it is not Pluta Sangna defined by this. In this Adhikara, the different sutras tell about under which circumstances that Pluta Swara will be created, or we have to pronounce that Swara as Pluta. So this starts from here. Vakyasya te Pluta Udattaha 8282. It goes till the almost end of the Pada 82107 except the last sutra 108. And this Adhikara Vakyasya te Pluta Udattaha goes up to 82107. Yecho Pragruhyasya Duradute Purvasya Ardasya Uttarasya Idutau. This is the last sutra in that Adhikara. Today we shall take few sutras from this section because there are many sutras. I am not going to take all of them. So we shall take few sutras starting from Pratyabhivade Shudre Duradute Cha Haihe Prayogi Aihayoho Guroranruto Anantasyapi Ekaikasya Pracha. Before going to the actual sutras, let us deal with this Adhikara Sutra. Vakyasya tehe Pluta Udattaha. Vakyasya. Vakyasya means before that what we shall know what is tehe. Tehe. This tehe is the Shashti Ekavachana of T, the word T. Hari becomes Arehe in Saptami Ekavachana, like T becomes Tehe. So we shall know what is T before going to Vakyasya Tehe. There is a sutra, Achontyadi T 1164. This is a Sangna Sutra which defines the Sangna T. T is a Sangna in the grammar which is defined by this Sutra, Achaha Antyadi T. It means the last vowel in a word starting from that word, whatever is present after that, sorry, starting from the last letter, the last ach letter, whatever is present after that ach letter is called as T, is the meaning of this sutra. So consider the example of the word Rama. Here we have 4 letters: Refa, Dirghakara, Makara, and Rasvakara. The last ach letter here is Akara, and nothing is present after that. So this akara is called as T of this word Rama. Consider the word Ramam. Here we have 5 letters. So the last vowel here is akara. So after that makara is there. So this whole thing is called as T for this word Ramam. Consider the word Urk. Here we have 3 letters. The last vowel is U. U is the only vowel, so it is the last, as well as it is the first, but the consideration of first is not required here. It is the last vowel. So after that, that Repa and Kakara are there. So the whole word itself is T for that word. Similarly, Amart. It is a Langlakara form of Bruj Dhatu. Here we have 5 letters. The last vowel H letter is A. After that, Ref and Takara are there. So that whole art is T for this word. We have this sutra Sanyogantasya Lopaha that we studied long before. By this sutra, if there is a Sanyoga at the end of a pada, that last hull letter of the Sanyoga will be get deleted. So usually, since there will be Sanyogantasya Lopaha, we have only one, we can have only one hull letter, one Vyanjana at the end, because if there are more Vyanjana, the one of them will be all of them except one will be deleted by Sanyogantasya Lopaha. So usually in T Sangnaka, we are going to have only one hull letter, but we have this sutra Rat Sasya, by which after Refa only Sakara is deleted, not other hull letters. So only in case of Refa, if a Sanyoga yas Refa in the beginning, and after that any hull letters are there except Sakara, they are not going to be deleted. So we can have 2 hull letters in case of Urk and Alt, where Refa is seen. Otherwise, usually one hull letter will be there in most of the T Sannaka words. So Vakyasya tehe pluta udattaha means we have to take the T of the last word of the sentence. It is not the any word in the sentence, it is the last word of the sentence we have to take. Then in that word, that T Sannaka portion we have to take. In that there will be one H letter. That H letter will be Pluta, and it will be Udatta as well. We know that Udatta means Uchchair Udattaha. That H letter which requires the upper portion of the organ of pronunciation for its pronunciation. So it will be Pluta as well as it will be Udatta. That is the meaning. If you take some examples, it will be more clear. So let us take Pratyabhivade Ashudre. Pratyabhivade Shudre. Padachedha Pratyabhivade Saptami. Ashudre Saptami. Abhivadana means Namaskaram, or suppose I am going to some Acharya, I am tell Acharya Abhivadanam Karomi iti. That is called as Abhivadanam. In reply to that, the Acharya will tell something, that is called as pratyabhivadanam. Whenever pratyabhivadanam is there, then vakyasya te pluta udattah. Consider Ayushman Bhava Devadatta. This is a pratyabhivadanam here told by Samacharya to Devadatta. So by vakyasya te pluta udattah, the last word here is Devadatta. In that T Sangnaka portion is, here we have takara followed by takara and it is followed by akara. So the last vowel is a. So that a is T. That T will be pluta and udatta. So takarottaraha akaraha is udatta there. In the second example, Ayushman Bhava Vishnu Sharman, we have Vishnu Sharma and An. Vishnu Sharma An. That An is the T here. That akara will be pluta by this sutra. Pratyabhivade Ashudre. We have Ashudre in this sutra. If the person to whom Pratyabhivadanam is done is a Ashudra, then this sutra Shamitam. If we say Shudra, then this sutra will not be applicable. I mean there will not be pluta. This, for example, consider this example. Ayushman Bhava Tusha Jaka is a Shudra. Then Kakarottara Akara, that last Akara is neither pluta nor udatta. So except in case of Shudra, whenever there is Pratyabhivadanam, then Vakyasya tehe plutah udattah cha bhavati. This is about this sutra. Next sutra, Durat bhute cha. Durat bhute cha. Bhute means in addressing, in calling. Durat, from the distance. Then also Vakyasya tehe pluta udattah. Durat bhute Vakyasya tehe pluta udattah. For example, when we call someone from a distance, then also Vakyasya tehe, the T Sannaka of the sentence will be pluta as well as udatta. Sattun pibha devadatta. Here devadatta, that takarottara akara, the last akara will be pluta and udatta. We have Vakyasya tehe. So if the word comes in the beginning, then it will not be pluta. Devadatta sattun pibha. Or in the sutra, we have vakyasya tehe. Does that mean the last H letter will be pluta? It means bakarottara akara will be pluta. No, because it should that last word should be the word of the person to whom we are addressing. So Devadatta has come in the beginning, then there will not be pluta. It should be the last word by the sutra, Durat Dute. The next sutra, Aihe Prayoge Aihayoho. Aihe Prayoge means whenever we use I or he, Bagini, Seema.
What you said about hute?
Pardon me.
The meaning of hute.
The meaning of
Hute.
Hute.
In the last.
Okay, Hute means in addressing, calling. Huta is ta pratyenta form of the dhatu who means to call, to address. Suppose my friend will be there about 100 or 200 meter away from me. I am calling him Rama, like that. That is called as hute. Huta. Hute is the saptami ekavachana of uta. That huta is ta pratyenta form of the dhatu who, meaning call, to invite, to address. Durat means from distance. It is not if the person is very close to you, if he is standing next to you, then it is called as Dura. Then this sutra is not applicable. It should be Durat Hute. Durat, you have to call, you have to address, then this sutra is applicable. Is it clear?
महोदय अवगतम्
अस्तु. हैहे प्रयोगे हैहयोः. Whenever you use the words hai or he, then those hai or ha, the H letters of those words will be Pluta and Udatta. Aihe prayoge aihayoho. Aihe prayoge is Saptami. Aihayoho is Shashti Dvivachanam. Shashti of hai and he. Dura dute aihe prayoge vakyasya aihayoho Pluta Udatta. It is not vakyasya tehe. Here, since it is Saptami word is there, aihayoho, we don't take the anurti of tehe from vakyasya te Pluta Udatta. So whenever we address from the distance using the words hai or he, then the H letters of the words hai or he, they become Pluta, not the T Sangnaka H letter. Consider this example. Saktun piba he Devadatta. Here, by Duradute, Vakyasya T, that Takarottara Akara should become Pluta, but by this sutra, Aihe Prayoge Aihayoho, whenever we use he or hai to address from the distance, then the H letter of this word he or hai, they become Pluta, not the Takarottara Akara. So he Devadatta. Similarly, that word can be present anywhere. It can be present in the beginning of also, that he, wherever it may be. If it is used to address from the distance, then the H letter of the he or hai, they become Pluta and Udatta. Hai Devadatta Saktun Piba. Saktun Piba Hai Devadatta. It can be present anywhere. Whenever we use he or hai, they become Pluta. That's it. One more sutra. गुरोरनृतोऽनन्त्यस्यापि एकैकस्य प्राचाम् 8286. गुरोः अनृतः अनन्त्यस्य अपि एकैकस्य प्राचाम्. गुरोः अनृतः विसर्गस्य रेपः. गुरोरनृतः followed by anantyasya by inga padantadati guroranruto. There will be visargasya rutvam, rutvasya by atorarapatadapute hu, by adgunaha it becomes o, then by inga padantadati it becomes o. Guroranruto anantyasya plus api, anantyasyapi akasavarne dirgaha, ekaikasya apyekaikasya iko yanachi, ikarasya achi pare yakaraha. Pracham. It looks somewhat difficult at first instance, but it is very simple sutra only. Vakyasya anantyasya anrutaha guroho api ekaikasya pracham plutaha udattaha. Vakyasya, it means of the sentence. Anantyasya. Antyasya means of the last. Anantyasya means even though Anantyasya means it is not of the last. It means it may be in the middle, it may be in the beginning, it may be anywhere other than the last position. Anrutaha means it is the opposite of rutaha. Rut means rukara, rasva rukara. Anrutaha means except that rukara, except rukara. Guroho means guru letter, of guru letter. Guru means we know lagu and guru. Rasvam lagu, sanyogya guru, dirgamcha. Rasva letter is called as lagu. If it is followed by sanyoga, it will be called as guru, and dirgha letters are also called as guru. Even guru, api means also. Ekaikasya, one at a time. Pracham, according to the people of the east. Plutaha udattaha. will be considered as a Pluta and Udatta. I will take some examples and it will be clear to you. Saktun Piba Devadatta. So by the previous sutra, Duradute, the last H letter will be Pluta. T letter. T Sangnaka portion will be there. No, in that H letter, the H letter will be Pluta. So here Takarottara Akara should be Pluta. But by this sutra, Guroho, if there is a Guru letter, Guru means either it should be a Dirgha, or if it is Rasva, it should be followed by a Sanyoga. Sanyoga means Samyukta Akshara. Here Ekaraha is there. In Devadatta, the first H letter is A, which is a Dirgha. So by Dirgamcha, it is a Guru. So it is a Guru letter. Anrutaha means it is not Rukara, it is Ekara, it is not Rukara. Anantyasya means it is not present at the end, so it is present in the beginning. Api, this also is Pluta and Udatta by the people of Eastern East. Pracham means Eastern people or Eastern grammarians. There are because usually from place to place there will be some changes in the way the language is used or in the way the words are pronounced. Like that, Sanskrit was also a spoken language, so it was very natural that people in different location will pronounce differently. So in the East, according to the grammarians of the Eastern region, this sutra is applicable. It means according to Panini Maharshi or according to the grammarians of Western, this sutra is not applicable. That is what the meaning of Pracham here. So here Pracham exactly refers to the eastern side of the river Sharavati, which is present in Rajasthan and Punjab portions of the present India. It is currently known as Gaggar River by the name of the river in current situation is Gaggar. Previously, at that time, in the time of Panini Maharshi, it is called as river Sharavati. There is a river called as Sharavati in Karnataka also, but that's different. This is that Sharavati river which was flowing in the portions of Rajasthan and some portions of Pakistan as well. So whatever the people are there in the eastern side of that river, they are called as Pracham. So in that area, even the Guru letter which is present anywhere in the world, it will be Pluta and Udatta if it is used to address from the distance, is the meaning of this sutra. So here A can be Pluta, or Dakarottara Akara can be Pluta, or Takarottara Akara can be Pluta. So we shall take each word so it will be clear. The sutra as Guroho. Consider this Vakarottara Akara, that is not Guru, because Vakarottara Akara is Rasva Akara. So by Rasvam Lagu, it is Lagu, because there is no Sanyoga after that. So it is Lagu. So Lagu letter cannot be Pluta or Udatta. So only Guru letter will be Pluta or Udatta. Next, Anrutaha. Anrutaha means consider the example of Krishna. Here, this Ru is Guru, because though it is Lagu letter, though it is Raswa, it is followed by a Sanyoga of Shakara and Nakara. By Sanyoge Guru, this Ru is Guru. Still, it cannot be Pluta, because it is Rukaraha. We have this word Anrutaha in the sutra. So Even though it is Guru, this sutra does not allow that Rukara to be Pluta. Anantyasya means by the previous sutra, only the last H letter were becoming Pluta. But by this sutra, even those which are not present at the end are also can become Pluta. Api means Anantyasya api. It tells even the last H letter can also be Pluta. If there is no word api in the sutra, then only Anantyasya, only the H letters which are not present at the end will become Pluta. But it is not so. Whether they are present at the end, whether they are present in the middle or present anywhere, they can be Pluta. So even the last H letter can also be Pluta, is what meant by this word api. So ekaikasya means there are three guru letters in this word. All of them cannot be Pluta simultaneously. If one letter is Pluta, then other two cannot be Pluta. Like that is the meaning of ekaikasya. Consider this, once this A is Pluta, then other two H letters, Dakarottara Akara and Takarottara Akara, they cannot be Pluta. Or if Dakarottara Akara is Pluta, then other two cannot be Pluta. Or if the last one is Pluta, then other these two cannot be Pluta. That is the meaning of Ekaikasya. And Pracham, it is according to the people of Pracham, and the eastern side of the that river Sharavati. So this, by this sutra, Guror Anruto Anantyasyapi Ekaikasya Pracham, even if the H letter is present anywhere in the word, if it is Guru but not Rukara, then it can be Pluta. Okay, these were the some of the examples of the Adhikara Vakyasya te Pluta Udattaha. So now we shall go to the sutra Pluta Pragruhya Achinityam. So whenever these Pluta letters are followed by any H letters, then there will not be any H sandhi. There will be Prakruti Bhava. Nityam Prakrutya Bhavati. So Ehi Krishna Atra Goscharati. Here Nakarottaraha Akara is Pluta by Durad Dute, addressing from the distance. So it is Pluta followed by an H letter. So here there will be Prakruti Bhavaha. Prakrutya. Okay, this is about the Pluta part of the Sutram Pluta Pragruhya Achinityam. In the next class, in the Thursday class, in the Tuesday class, we shall study the Pragruhya part of the Sutra. Okay, while we discussing the Sutra Ator or Aplutad Aplute, we add this word, these words Aplutad Aplute. Whenever this word is there, Atahar Ati, this Tapara Karana, the Takara present in this word is to restrict the Sutra to only Rasvakara. We want only Rasvakara, so we have added Takara. Here also we have added Takara to restrict only this sutra to only Rasvakara. Ati Saptami should be Rasvakara, Panchami is also Rasvakara. So having used that Tapara Karana here, what is the need of Aplutad and Aplute in the sutra was the question, and I ignored at the time since it required some explanation with respect to Asiddhatvam. So having studied something about Plutaha, now we shall take that. Consider this example. Tishtatu Payas Agnidatta is the sentence. Here suppose we are telling this from distance, then by sasajushoruhu, payas is a word, it is a padam, it is the dvitiya ekavachana form of the neuter gender word payas, so it is payas only. So since it is pada, sakara at the end of the pada will be converted to ru by sasajushoruhu. 8 to 66. We have to note the number of the sutra because it is in Tripadi. So once one sutra is applied in Tripadi, though previous sutras cannot be applied. So then we will apply this sutra, Guroranruto Anantyasyapi Ekaikasya Pracham, by which the first letter of Agnidatta can become Pluta, because this is Guru. Since it, though it is Rasva, it is followed by Sanyoga of Gakara and Nakara. So it is Guru. So Guroho Anrutaha, it is not Rukara, Anantyasyapi, even though it is not present at the end, it can be Pluta. So it is Pluta. We have this Ru and this we have this A. Now we have to use Ator or Apluta the Plute here because we have Rasvakara and we have Pluta here. The question is whether Ator or Apluta the Plute is applicable here, because with respect to Ator or Apluta the Plute, if there are no words like Aplutad and Aplute in that sutra, consider there is no Aplutad and Aplute in that sutra. We have only Ataha and Ati. Then with respect to Ato, Ati, Ato, Ror, Ati. Suppose the sutra was Ato, Ror, Ati, Put. So if Ru is precedent followed by Refa, the true, then the true will be converted into Wu is the would be the meaning of that sutra. Then this Ru would be converted into Wu, because there is Rasvakara. There is Rasvakara after and before this Ru. Actually, we can tell there is Pluta, but this is the sutra in Tripadi by which this Sakara has become Pluta. We saw that Prakriya. By Sasajushoruhu, first we have this Ru, then by 86 we have this Rasvakarasya Plutatvam. So once this Rasva gets converted into Pluta, for a sutra in Sapada Saptadhyayi, that is Asiddha, that sutra is Asiddha. So this sutra cannot recognize the Pluta change of this Akara. So considering there is Rasvakara here, there is Rasvakara here also, that is before and after Ru, it may come into picture, it may get applied. So, but we don't want, we want Pluta Akara here, by which there should not be the application of this sutra. So, but that sutra is Asiddha. Guru Anruta is Asiddha to this sutra. So, to make Siddha to this sutra, we have used Aplutad and Aplute in this sutra, so that by using the words Aplutad and Aplute, we mean that Pluta and Apluta are Siddha with respect to this sutra, Atoro Raplutad Aplute. It means it can recognize the sutras which dictate Aplutatvam of a Ach letter. I mean the sutras of the Adhikara Vakyasya Tehe Pluta Udattaha. So this sutra Atoro Raplutad Aplute can now recognize the changes that are done by the sutras of Vakyasya Te Pluta Udattaha. So now, by since we have used Aplutad and Aplute in this sutra, it can recognize the change that is done by Guru Anruto Anantyasyapi Ekaikasya Pracham. So this sutra can see this Pluta letter here. So it thinks, oh, it is Rasva before, but it is not Rasva after. So it will not be applied. So that is the reason why Aplutad and Aplute are used in that sutra. So again, the same Aplute. Okay, and this is about Pluta discussion. Pluta portion of the sutra. Pluta Pragruhya Achinityam.